Hey everybody, welcome back to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. I had a little bit of a snafu there, and if anybody had been watching, you would have heard my dog barking in the background, and it really distracted me. But I'm back. I'm back. I'm here on Twitch, and I am so excited because last week, as you know, I only stream on Twitch on Sunday night and Monday night. And last week, I worked on a brick convention model from BrickCon 2021. It was a lot of fun. It was the Thalmageneric or Thalmagernic BrickCon extruder or BrickCon model, which was a very cool steampunk kind of vibe to it. It had 385 pieces. And what was interesting is people were asking me, how can I get one of those? Because there were only 200 that were made. And it's not something that you can buy online. The model I'm going to show you today is this one, which is the Zoetrope. And this one I have not built yet. It's a 2018 model. I went to that convention. In fact, this was Bricks by the Bay 2018. It was my first major AFOL event. I went to Brickpalooza, which, by the way, for those of you who don't know, Brickpalooza was just this Sunday in Roseville, California. And Caleb Braff is the person who runs that. And that was my very first convention. It was a one-day convention, and it opened my eyes to the possibilities. And then I heard about Bricks by the Bay, and that's when I was living in California. So I went there, and I was absolutely blown away. The people there were so nice. The AFOL community was welcomed me with open arms, and it was fantastic. And I have to say that I am just really excited because this I bought 3 years ago, and I haven't built it. It was sitting in my storage, and I will show you the down camera more of the details because I was asked on the last stream, they were asking, how can I get one of those convention models? Because there's only 200 in the world. And I told them, I said, I'm pretty sure that you either have to get it from somebody who went to the convention, or I think they had to buy two models, one that they keep themselves and one that they might be able to give to you. But it's actually more strict than that. And it says so on the label here of this one. The other one didn't have the caveats that are listed here. So I thought it was just interesting just seeing how things are just so different. And I'm just really, really grateful that I have been able to get one of these. And like I said, this was from 3 years ago. I opened it up earlier just to see, and it's still intact. It still has all the pieces. It's completely in its sealed Ziploc bag because if you remember, when we opened the other one, it had a beautiful package, and then you opened it up, and then there was one Ziploc bag, and it even said Ziploc on it. So it's not something that is sealed or produced by Lego like you normally would see, but they are definitely Lego products. And oh, I do have the box here. Hold up. So this is the box from the other one. So this is what we built last week. And this one says to BrickCon decade. So this was a 20th anniversary model. And this was 385 pieces designed by Chris Malloy. Oh, hey, Lena, how are you? And then limited edition. And mine was 110 out of 200. This one, as I mentioned, it's in a little bit different packaging, but I'm glad it's in this package because I wanted to mention about what we were talking about with some of the smaller kits from Lego, that if they redesign the packaging so that they open up like trays, and they've done that before with the architecture series, they have boxes that open up like trays. They could do that with some of the other smaller models and package them for to-go travel types of things. Okay, so anyway, I wanted to show you this. So let me get I'm working on doing better production values. So you notice that my down camera is not in front of me because I figured out how I could turn this so I could get it into frame like that and then show you separately. So I'm working on it. I know that I have I have some things I still need to work on, but so let me show you the down camera. You've had a long day, but you wanted to stop by and say hi. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you so much, Lena. I am looking and reevaluating all of the different platforms that I'm on, and right now I'm still keeping my schedule. I promised everybody I would keep my schedule until the end of the year. But one of the things that I might be doing is Saturday, I may be doing a locals.com broadcast and my YouTube broadcast at different times. And I'll explain a little bit about that later. It's a new platform that I've been introduced to, and I think it has a lot of benefits over some of the bigger players that are out there. Okay, so this is the model that I was mentioning. Bricks by the Bay 2018 event, and it's a Zoetrope. So as you know, on the Brickanista Broadcast Network, you learn about all kinds of new things. And a Zoetrope is way back when. It's similar to a flip book. And you remember in a flip book, you would have a little drawing, maybe in the lower right corner, and you flip the book, and then it shows you like a movie. The original Max. Hey, how's it going, Max? So I had so much good response from the last one, this one. So this is from 2021. I did this last week. This is from BrickCon, and this is a 2018 one, and this was from my very first major convention. Not the first convention. The very first convention I went to was Brickpalooza, which happened to be this weekend in Roseville. Sorry you couldn't make it last night. But I love the idea. Oh, oh, you mean about the community stream? Yeah, I have. And if you look up locals.com, I've already set up the Brickanista Broadcast Network, and I'm working on my introduction post. So I just worked on that, and it should fire tomorrow around 9 in the morning. So I just wanted to let you know that, hey, what I'm going to do is on locals.com, they only let you live stream for a maximum of 30 minutes, but they let you post as much as you want. So I'm probably going to do a lot of behind the scenes posts over there. You know, this is, you had a horse running? What? Okay. Anyway, the community stream. Yeah. Yeah. So we are still going to do the community stream on YouTube, but I'm going to have also a behind the scenes type. Oh, hey, Bricks, Plates, and Tiles. Hello, welcome, and glad to see you here. Yeah, so everybody really liked that convention model that I worked on last time, so I have two more that I can work on. One of them is this from 2018, and what I wanted to share with you is people were asking me, how can you get one of these? And the problem is you can't. And I wanted to show you the fine print. So it says, per LEGO's convention support policy, bulk parts provided to you in this kit may only be sold or given to attendees of Bricks by the Bay 2018. Selling or giving these parts to anyone else is strictly prohibited. So they put in the fine print on this one, and that's the Bricks by the Bay logo. So for people who are asking, you know, because honestly, that convention model we worked on last time, that thaumaturgical model was amazing. And people were so excited about it. And I didn't know the policy, but now I do. You cannot get that unless you go to a convention. And the only other way you can get it is if you go next year and they have them for sale if they didn't sell out. And I know that this one, when I went in 2018, I bought this and I didn't actually know what it was. I just figured, okay, everybody's buying them. They're pretty cool. And I know they had some left over in 2019. So they're allowed to sell them again only at a convention. So if you want to get that thaumaturgical model, I can ask around to see if they sold out. But if they didn't sell out, then you can buy one over there next year, maybe. So anyway, enjoy the moving pictures. You're off to sleep. Okay. Marks the 2 years after the loss of a friend. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, I actually, tomorrow, midnight at November 15th, is my 2-year anniversary of moving to Seattle. And that's part of the reason why I put that in my locals.com intro. All right, so here you go. This is what the box looks like. And similar to the other one, it is a Ziploc bag. And so it's not anything fancy. Was developed by Davin White. Now, one thing I will say is that this kit has a lot of those panels. So it has, I believe, clear panels and also the white panels. And this instruction book, just looking at it briefly, it definitely is better as far as size. Because look at this. Here you have this, you can actually read. Remember the last one, the instructions were like the palm of my hand. They were so small. So here, you talk about what's a zoetrope. And I'm not going to read this whole thing, but it was talking about before filmography, if you wanted to have animated sequential work, you had to have this kind of rotating mechanism. So this brick-built zoetrope is designed to be capable of displaying 16 frames of animation created with any of the 3 different techniques. You can either use a flat 2D mosaic artwork, a 3D minifig, or a mini built creation on paper, 2D drawings, or photography sandwiched behind a window brick. So, you know, this, I took 2 days, 2 3-hour streams to do the last one. So this one, I'm not sure. I think what we'll probably do is build it tonight, and then tomorrow we'll probably work on the 3D animation or the animation sequence is what I'm guessing. But I mean, I'm looking at it briefly, and you can see so much easier to read these instructions compared to the other one. And this one, I don't think is going to take too long to build. It looks actually pretty straightforward, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Because like I said, this may be a short stream today because I still need to get some other things done tonight. But trans clear panel, yeah. So you can see that we have a lot. But anyway, so we're going to work on this today. And this is Davin White. I've met him. He's a super nice guy. He's also one of the people who introduced me to Micropolis. So since Max sent her on the call, you would appreciate that. And since my space is a little limited, I think I'm going to keep a lot of these parts in the bag and kind of dig through them. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know that, yes, we're going to work on another. Or the other option is I could put them in the box. I could actually maybe dump them here, but I'm only worried about, and this is the problem, what they should have done, and I'm worried about this, is these clear panels, they scratch easily. So I'm going to set these aside before I dump these. And there should be, I think, 16 of these panels. Yeah, so one thing that you'll notice is that these kinds of sets, because they're done by volunteers, you know, they make do with what they have. But I've seen a few of these that were built at the convention, and they were super fun. And they are big, though. This thing's going to be pretty wide once we're done. But I'm going to just set these out because I don't want them to get scratched. So if you want one of these, the only way you can get one is if you go to Bricks by the Bay, which is going to be at the Santa Clara Convention Center in July of next year. And I plan to be there. In fact, Debo was saying he's planning to be there, which would be super cool because I've never met Debo. There's a lot of people I actually haven't met in person. In fact, I think Lena, I've met you. I haven't met Bricks, Plates, and Tiles or the original Max. I'm just counting these here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we have 10 here already. But like I said, those will get scratched pretty easily, so we're just going to get these out of there. You're sorry you were listening to your kids? What would I appreciate? Oh, the guy who designed this is the person who helped me with Micropolis in my early days. So his name's Davin White. I don't know if you know him or not, but he does a lot of Micropolis builds. So yeah, the way Baylug works is that you have, I've seen you 2 times in person. Actually, yes, that's true. Yeah, the way Baylug works is that you show up to the meeting and you can put your MOCs and things out on display. And he had several of the Micropolis MOCs out, and then that's kind of how I got introduced to them. We talked a little bit. He told me about the standard. And then I built my first Micropolis in 2019, and that was at BrickCon. And then I met Deneen in Brickworm, and she started building Micropolis too. So you actually have Davin to thank for getting me started in Micropolis. So that's why I said you would appreciate this designer, because this designer really likes Micropolis. And I'm just kind of putting these in here. Put the other ones aside. Aha, you see one now. So you can see that these are actually pretty good. I'm surprised they're not more scratched being in this case, but I haven't built this. You know, this has been sitting in my storage for the last 3 years. Yeah, so you see, the nice thing about this set is that it has all these really large panels. And you do not know Davin White, but you might be familiar with his work. Yeah, he's an amazing, not only is he an amazing designer, he's just a very nice person. Super patient, very, you know, because a lot of times when you go to these different conventions and things, people, you know, you got your builders who know everything, and they, you know, they don't really like to deal with novice builders. He's super patient and super kind, and you know, it's great when you meet somebody like that when you're getting started. So yeah, so Davin White, you should get to know him. Yeah, he's from Baylug, so Northern California. Okay, so I'm going to keep some of these smaller parts in here, just to. And then the other thing that came with this set are these little pieces of paper. So these pieces of paper were cut specifically for this. And I think, just looking at this, I think these are 16-piece stacks, which means you can have 3 different movies that you can put into this Zoetrope. Yeah, and like I said, I don't think we're going to have time to build the 3D sequence, but you can definitely build the model. And that was something we could definitely do. So yeah, turns out you already follow Davin on Flickr. Yeah, he's not big on Instagram. I'm pretty sure he just is on Flickr. So you probably know his work, and if you look on there, you probably notice that he does have a lot of he has a lot of Micropolis. At least he should. Okay, so one thing I think I'm going to do, just to make this a little more manageable, I'm going to put some of the smaller pieces in here. You know what? I still have those, I have those little seaweed packs over here. Yeah, let me do that. So I have these seaweed packs. I can probably just do that now. This is all part of knolling. Northern Californians are the worst. Okay. You're from Minnesota, so you wouldn't appreciate us Californians. Okay, I'm going to need this for this next piece. But I think I'm going to put those panels, or not panels, those, what do you call them? Why am I having those brackets. Thank you. Brackets. Yeah, these kits I've grown to appreciate them. So then when somebody said, hey, did you buy the convention model? I try to make sure I buy it. And now that I'm looking at this, I probably should check to see if I bought the convention model for Bricks Cascade, because I remember registering for it, but I don't remember if I actually bought the convention model. Oops. So you know, now that you've seen the disclaimer, that I can guarantee you, probably with a pretty high amount of confidence, there is no other streamer who is streaming this. So, yeah. I mean, if they are, they're not doing it right now. Because I was talking about how the last couple weeks, everybody's been streaming the Stranger Things set because it was Halloween. We're doing the Stranger Things Upside Down set. I think I counted 5 streamers who are all streaming the same thing. And I think what you're going to find in the Lego space, as more and more people keep streaming, you're going to run out of unique content. I mean, eventually you're going to have to either build MOCs or, you know, maybe stream a different product. So these are, I think, the only 2 2x2 with the those ridges on the side. Uh-oh. For a minute I thought there was a repeat on the music. But yeah, so thank you all for hanging out with me. And like I said, I can guarantee you nobody else is streaming this. If they are, I'd like to see what they're doing. Because this is an old set. This is 3 years old. I have not built it. So you're seeing it, you're witnessing it right now. And all I'm doing right now is knolling these based on these 2x2s, which are plates. So he's got a lot of them. I'm not sure what he's doing with them all, but he's got a lot of them. You did pick it up since it's retiring because of FOMO. You're talking about that? Yeah. I didn't conform to the Stranger Things build last month. Yeah, exactly. I didn't either. I have it, and I'm waiting for another event, such as if they come up with another season of Stranger Things, that would be another good time to stream it. But yeah, and I guess if you really want to be different, you can stream it during the holidays, during, you know, Thanksgiving and oh, Christmas would work, because didn't she hang up Christmas lights in that episode? Yeah, they released the trailer for season 4. Exactly. So that's the time you want to stream it, because I think, like I said, I could name 5 streamers who all did the same set. And it was kind of like, okay. In fact, you know what I'm going to do with this? I think I'm going to stack these this way so they are not loose. And these brackets are going to be important. These navy blue ones. So I'm going to set those aside here. Yeah, I know knolling is not very much fun, but it's an important part of trying to keep things in order. All right, so once again, we're just going to knoll these. And I think there's going to be 16 of these too, so I'm going to just put them in stacks of 4 just to get them out of the way. But I'm already excited about this because it goes back to, gee, these poor pieces have been sitting in storage for 3 years. So another blessing I have is that because I'm streaming, I'm rediscovering a lot of the things that I had that I haven't touched, and other people can appreciate it too. So yeah, I think, like I said, it's an interesting phenomenon. What's happened with COVID is a lot of people now are streaming from home, myself included, and I think Lego has benefited from that, but I also think they weren't expecting a surge of entrepreneurs who pretty much have started streaming on their own. And the other thing you probably have noticed is that Animal Crossing Here's a new news flash. Animal Crossing will have a video island. Video, VIDIYO, which is the Lego video characters will be on that island. Interesting concept. I'm not a video gamer. I do follow several Animal Crossing streamers, and it's an interesting crossover. It'll be interesting to see how it all comes together. So I wouldn't be surprised. The video bandmates, they were talking about how, you know, it hasn't been doing as well, and they've already discounted the Series 1 minifigs, and they're speculating on what's going to happen with Series 2. I think Series 2, though, from what I've been told, has already sold out. They were on the website, and then I guess a few people I know who stream have talked about their hauls and about doing that. Yeah. Now see, this looks like a bento box to me. You know, I'm half Japanese, so of course it's going to look like a bento box. But wouldn't it have been nice if they would have put dividers in here and separated all of the pieces like that? That actually would have been a cool presentation. But that's okay. Like I said, it's volunteers who all put these together. Davin didn't get paid to design it. He did it on his own. So that's the other thing, is that you get to know some of the people and their passion for this, because they're willing to, you know, put hours of time in to design these things. Okay, so we do have a bushing, but I only saw one. Ah, here's the other one. There's usually two. Oh, maybe that's not a bushing. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Nope, that's a stud. Okay, I'm going to put these special pieces over here. Hopefully I got them all. If not, you know, I got my own stash. Okay, so we're going to start with this one axle. So this has only one axle in this. Oops, I already messed up. You're supposed to put this in between like that. Okay, there we go. So yeah, so I'm very excited about this because, as I mentioned, I had this for 3 years, and I jokingly tell people it's like the pieces are going, "Let me out! Let me out! I've been waiting to be built." Okay, so now we have the two bushings, but how come I only see one? All right, I'm going to grab one from my... Yeah, I have a feeling it's in here. Just oh, here it is. It's way in the bottom of the bag, way down there. And like I said, don't forget there were volunteers who packed this kit too. So I'm sure Davin didn't do it all by himself. And they probably created about 200 of these as well, is my guess. All right, so we've got this little turn mechanism here. All right. Now, the one thing about his instructions, which is interesting, just to kind of give you a sense, you see how this looks like this maroon looking plate, but the actual color is here. So he'll say, these are the pieces you want, and then he's highlighted where they go. So it's an interesting way to do instructions. All right, so we're going to put one of these below, down here, and we have one of these, which is a beautiful piece. If I decide to tear this apart, these pieces are going to be awesome. But one of these goes up here. Ah, I see. I see. There's going to be some sort of connection, I'm sure. Okay. I'm just going to go check on my other window, because I know sometimes, for some reason, StreamYard doesn't show me all of the chat. So if I've missed anything, I apologize. So many things to think of when you're streaming. Okay, good. I don't think I've missed anything. I have my sound alerts on, so that's always good. If somebody raids me or something like that, that's always helpful. Okay, so now we have these plates, these long plates, which are actually the bricks, the Technic bricks. So once again, the instructions are a little weird. So there are 8 of these, and then another one of, you know, this. So yeah. So they are securing this down this way. Yeah, that makes sense because it was a little wobbly. So now that flows pretty well. Yeah, no, that's actually quite nice. All right. And talk about these pieces. I think they're 1/16 Technic bricks. These are gold. And once again, if you want this, you have to go to a convention. And it looks like, I think I have to move these back one to there. Or you have to talk to somebody who's been to a convention, and then they get it for you, which is what happened with when I missed the convention because my brother was sick and my nephews. Yeah, so I had to get somebody to secure one for me, and then I paid them back. And these convention kits are not that expensive. They're about $30. Oh, hey, Zach, how's it going? We are working on another one of these kits. This one is from Bricks by the Bay 2018, and it's a Zoetrope. And let me see if I can zoom out any farther. Okay, I can't, but you can see that the turn mechanism. I saw a couple of people working on this at the convention, and it was super cool. Yeah, how are you, Zach? Good to see you. All right, now these brackets. Remember I said these brackets were going to be very important? Yeah. Okay, so it looks like we're going to sandwich this with another one of these. Now, I was expecting a label or something. I don't see it. Because if you see the front cover, you see this tile, this animation tile. Maybe I took it out for something else, but I did not see that in the bag. So I'll have to look for that. That might be the one piece I took out of the set. I don't know. I don't remember. It's 3 years that I've had this set. Looks like another cool concept. Yep. Well, I was talking about this before you joined, Zach, that everybody was so excited when I built that other convention set, and people were saying, where can I get one of those? And it's like, I didn't know all the rules. This box actually says the rules, and you can only get this at a convention. So if you want this, you're going to have to see if somebody, or if they have any left over, that they sell them every year at the convention. So only an attendee can buy one. And technically, it even says on the box, you can't even gift it to somebody. So you have to like buy it for personal use. But this is super cool. I might ask Lego, since I'm a streamer, that if any of these con models are available for purchase, if I'm allowed to buy them and build them on stream to help promote, you know, the AFOL community. All I can say is no, right? Okay, so that tile was supposed to go here, and it's definitely not in the kit. I'm pretty sure I took it out for something else that I had been working on. So we'll just leave it at that. Okay, so now it looks like we have a bunch of these 2x2s, and it looks like we're going to be building some sub builds that are going to go around. Yeah. Okay. All right, this is going to be interesting. Okay, so I'm going to take this off so you can see what I'm working on. Yeah, I'm starting to be a big fan of these convention models. I've got 3, so the other one that I'll show you is from Bricks Cascade. So we'll do that maybe next week. Okay, so solid white panel. You see goes here. And then we put a clear one. Ah, I see. So this set comes with a stack of these. I don't know. I guess they're adhesive. I don't know. I'll have to look at that. And I'll open it up. And you put in your design in here, and then you can put it into the Zoetrope. That BrickCon set was epic. Oh, the one that I built, yeah, that, and people were asking, how can I get one of those? It's like, the only way you can get one is, and you can't even sell it. So if I had 2, I can't sell it and I can't gift it to you. So it would be like you would have had to have paid for it at a convention. So I don't know, I think we're going to be building quite a few of these. And I just realized, I wonder if, I think it's actually supposed to go this way, maybe? Maybe the solid is on the outside and this is on the inside. So I guess there's 2 different ways you can do this. I think it's supposed to be this way. So I'm going to redo this one. Yeah, that's why I tell people, if you can get the BrickCon set or the convention set, you should definitely get it, especially if it's an anniversary. Like that one was a 20th anniversary, so you know that they're going to spend a lot of time doing that. Okay, so they want 2 by 6 plates. Oh, I see. Okay, so this is Davin White is the engineer who worked on this set, and I was wondering why there were so many 2 by 2 plates, and that's because instead of having a separate 2 by 6 plate on top of these, you just put 3 of these 2 by 2s, and so that kind of locks it in place. And then we have brackets. So these brackets will go on the bottom here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the way that it should be, with the solid on the outside and solid on that side. Oh, Thrawn's Revenge, how's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, we're working on the Bricks by the Bay 2018 con model, and we were just talking about how people were asking about the one I got from 2021. Actually, you went to the convention. Did you buy the con model? Did you get the BrickCon thaumaturgical logo distiller? Did you get one? It's a really cool set. So I built that last week. And if you haven't built it yet, you should build it. And if you didn't get one, you're allowed because you went to the convention. But apparently these convention models are only for people who've attended a convention. Yeah, so it's good to see you. Yeah, so we are working on the base of this. And, okay, what am I missing here? Oh, okay. We've got the hinges. Oh, I was wondering how these were going to work. Okay, so we have these lock hinges. So he wants us, I think, to do it this way. Ah, okay. This is brilliant. So you put this underneath here. And he says there's a 1x1 plate. I guess this. Okay, and that doesn't make sense. All right, hold up. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that is the clear side. And he said to put this doesn't make sense to put it over this. It's like covering it up. That can't be right. That can't possibly be right. but I'm looking at the instructions. Here's the instructions, and that's the clear part. I mean, okay, well, I'll build it and we can reconstruct it, but it says, and you can see that there's the clear on the other side. Okay, I'm going to trust in the brick. Hopefully this will become, but that's covering the clear part. Okay. You're doing all right? You built the con model on stream and you've made a video of it. Yeah, it was amazing. So I'm glad you did it, because we were just talking about how not very many people can do that because it's not available. Okay, so this does say combine all 16 frames, but I would expect the clear to be on the outside, not on the inside. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, let me continue here. So do you have to print the frames of the animation, or does it come with them printed? You have to create your own. So, okay, attach assembly to the ring. Yeah, but this makes no sense. I guess, unless the clear, I guess the clear is on the outside. No, wait a minute. That makes absolutely no sense. It should be the other way around, I would think. Okay, so let's go back and take a look, because it says, we're going to do that, and then it says done. Yeah, the clear's got to be on the outside. That makes absolutely no sense. Build your animation frames on the 6x8 plates. Okay. Oh, on these 6x8 plates? Really? Okay, let's take a look. It says remove the 6x8 plates. Insert drawn or printed animation frames between the 1x6x5 panels. And then option 3 is studs up. Oh, I think I see what he's talking about. I see. Okay, so option 1 is what he's saying is that you can create an animation right on the plates, which we could probably do. And then maybe tomorrow we'll do this other option. Yeah, you build your animations on the 6x8 plates. Looks confusing. Yes, hey Prayer Warrior, how's it going? You're gonna lurk? Okay, no problem. Okay, option 2 is you remove the 6x8 plates, and then you insert drawn or printed animation between the 1x6x5 panels. Okay, that makes more sense. Because I was wondering, you know, he told you to put these plates in, and then what you do is you take this off, and then you can use the center. Okay, so it's like we're gonna start with option 1, and then we'll see what we can do with option 1. I think somebody showed me theirs where they did a bouncing ball, so we'll do something like that. Okay, now it makes sense, because I was going, how can you cover up the clear part? That makes no sense to me. Okay, I get it now. Okay, just trust in the brick, right? That's what everybody says. Trust in the brick, Brickanista. All right. So as you can see, we're going to be making 16 of these. And then we'll do a rudimentary animation on this 6x8 plate. You know, using some studs or something. Hey, how's it going? Is that an animation wheel? Yes, it is. It's a Zoetrope. In fact, you could have gotten one of these too, Joel, if you had gone to Bricks by the Bay 2018. This is the con model from them. Yeah, so how are you? Good to see you here. Yeah, so as you can see, it's a lot of this repetition here, but it is cool. And as I was knolling these out, we didn't want these to get scratched, because these are notorious for scratching very easily. Yeah, so what we're doing right now is we are building 16 of these, and then we're going to put them on the wheel, and then we'll do a short animation I think on this, we'll see how far we get. But I don't think it's going to take too long to build. I think it'll be pretty fast. It's just doing the animation, which will probably be tomorrow. You were in Billund for 2018 during Bricks by the Bay. Oh, I'm so sorry you were in Billund. Poor Joel. Poor Joel was in Billund. Life's tough. That's cool. You've actually been to Billund. I have never been to Billund. Someday I hope to get to Billund. So what I'm going to do is while I'm doing this, I'm going to knoll these pieces. Let's get these. I hope someday to get to Billund. That would be nice. But we'll see. I've learned over the years that I don't set my expectations high anymore. If you set them too high, you get disappointed. Looks like a great build. We'll definitely have to watch the stream later. Okay, no problem. You still need to call it a night, long weekend? Yeah, no worries. I'm really glad that you stopped by. Thank you so much, Zach. You're awesome. You are awesome. We have a lot of awesome people here at the Brickanista Broadcast Network. Yeah, and one thing that I had mentioned is that I'm going to be doing some broadcasts on locals.com. And what I'm going to do is probably do those on Saturday right before the community stream is what I'm thinking, just for people who are members. So I'm going to give out some free memberships to populate it for people who are regulars, and then we'll see how that goes. I'm trying something new, trying something different. You should plan a Billund trip around Scareback. Yeah. Someday, Joel. I would love to do that. I think it goes back to, you know, do you spend your money on Lego sets or do you spend your money on a trip? Either way, it goes to Lego, right? We are beholden to the Lego. Yeah, but I think the best part of being a part of this Lego community is all the cool people that you meet over the years. As I was mentioning, this was my very first convention that I got this kit, and I never made it. I never built it. So you get to witness me building it. I did move the animation tile somewhere, though. I think I was using it for another MOC that I was working on, so that's why I don't have that. But that's okay. I'm sure it'll turn up. Somewhere in my collection, it'll turn up. Yeah, but as you can see, this, you get to do this multiple times. Spend your money on both. Oh, hey, how's it going, Hooded One? I will say, Hooded One, if I make it to Billund, that's going to be the closest that I would be to the Netherlands. So if I end up in Billund, maybe you'll make the trip out there. I also have a friend who lives in the Netherlands, though. So Robert Vandermeer. So maybe if I work out a visit to see him, then maybe I'll be closer to your area. But I still don't want to get on a plane right now. There's a lot of people who've been talking about, you know, with the holidays coming up and getting ready to go visit family, and I'm like, you know, I did visit my family already, which was great because I hadn't seen my parents in like 18 months. Even though it was under kind of strenuous circumstances, it was good to see them. It was really, really good to see them. I really missed my family, so I was glad to make the trip. But yeah, it's definitely a interesting times we live in. And you can see how this is coming together. This is a nice technique that I will definitely use sometime to be able to, you know, make a kind of an arch going around. You've never been to Billund? Oh, okay. Well, I guess that makes two of us. Joel was just talking about how he's been to Billund. And I said, well, someday I'll make it. He said, you got to plan it around Scareback weekend. Everybody has told me that. And I came close. I was going to be in Paris for another business trip, and I had been planning to go to Scareback, but as you know, Corona hit, and alas, that was not to be. So, but, you know, that's okay. I have my health. That's why I was telling people, I mean, you probably already know, I did not make recognized Lego fan media status, but after my brother's illness, it's made me realize that, you know, life's too short and there's some things more important than Lego. Sorry, Lego. It's true. It's a very humbling experience when you see your family member have to go into the hospital with oxygen. I think if he wanted to, you know, go to sleep and see how he feels in the morning, I think if he had done that, I think he would have been in much worse shape. So I'm really glad he listened to me. Okay, so this is starting to get big here. I'm trying to see a way that I can kind of still show you. Let's see. You can still kind of see it that way. Yeah, so this, you know, we still have quite a few to go. We've only done 6. We have 10 more to do, 10 more of these to do. Yeah, so Billund, I think it would be kind of cool if, you know, like Richard and Flynn have been asked. Ooh, there's a divot there. Do you see that? There is like this little divot on this. This is why I was telling you about how these can get scratched really easily. Yeah, you gotta be careful, but that's a divot. Well, I was telling people that, you know, people have talents in different areas, and I think my talent is more of talking with people, more than building. I don't know. Because somebody was telling me today, you got to apply for Lego Masters. And I said, I don't think I'm going to be applying for Lego Masters. It's like what Joel was saying. You know, if they want me to be the villain, you know, maybe I could play the villain. But I feel bad for what Sam Hatmaker went through, because they kind of painted him as the villain. At least with Joel, he openly wants to be the villain. So he doesn't mind. He's like, yeah, I'll do that. It'll get me on the show. Yeah, I don't think so. But once again, having a family member go through COVID, the way I had 3 of my family members go through, and 2 had to go to the hospital too. You know, it was not a cakewalk for them. And then I have, I think I may have told you the news that my brother, he posted on Facebook how, you know, what happened to him and why you haven't seen him on Facebook for a while. And one of our neighborhood friends said, you know, one of the people we knew had passed away just a couple months ago from COVID. So it's kind of like, that's really humbling. LMUS is too much drama. I wonder if Will Arnett is going to be back too, because it's also about Will Arnett. That's the other thing about that. It's kind of like, is it really about Lego Masters or is it about Will Arnett? I don't know. I mean, the one nice thing though is it does open up opportunities for the contestants, you know, as far as going to different cons and different things. But, you know, if you're an introvert, it's probably not the best thing for you. And it's funny because, I don't know, part of me is an introvert and a part of me is, you know, gregarious. And that's, I think, part of the reason why streaming is actually really good for me, because I can be alone. I don't have to have people bothering me. And then I could still interact with people online too at the same time. Yeah, but anyway, I just think that we live in a very interesting world, but in the end, family is really what matters. That's if you like your family. What are you doing? No, stop. She's like chewing the carpet. Why are you chewing the carpet? Stop. Stop doing that. Que sera. See, now I think her feisty side is starting to come out. Now that she's been with me for a while. Okay. Do I need to put you in your crate? And see, now she's hacking because she just chewed the carpet. It's like, you can't be chewing the carpet. Okay. Hold on a minute. Let me take care of this. Que sera. Be right back. Let me put this be right back. Okay, let me see what's going on with her. Hold up. Okay, I'm back. I put her in her crate because she was chewing the carpet everywhere. I was like, I don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna finish this. Like I said, I was planning to keep this kind of as a short stream and make sure she's okay. Yeah, I wonder if she's trying to. I hope she didn't like eat a piece of Lego or something. That would be terrible. But we're gonna finish this. But if she's in distress, I will need to take care of her. Okay. All right, my friends. So if I'm making this a little, hopefully I'm going to make this faster. We don't have too much more to go. We have 7 more of these to do. But like I said, you know, the more I think about what my brother went through, it made me realize that, you know, there's more important things. And, oops, brackets. And I'm still getting to know her too. So one thing I noticed she did that she hadn't done yet before, my other dog used to do this, is, and I know this is kind of crude, but after she pooped, she'll take her paws and like push the grass as if she's like covering what she just did. Yeah, so very, very cute. And do this. You can see this ring that we're building, and I can't move this up. Let me see if I can move it up just a little bit. Okay, that's not too bad. You can see how much wider we're getting. Okay. So you think I'm an ambivert. There's actually a funny cartoon. It's by Land of Bogs, where this character says, "I've made the perfect human. It's part introvert and part extrovert. It's the ambivert." So I think that's what you're saying, headed one, is I'm an ambivert. So they were saying, read this novel and make a, you know, casual conversation with people, which is kind of like what I'm doing right now, except I'm not reading, but I'm doing this all at home, which is perfect. Okay. Like I said, we're almost done with the ring. The ring. Oh, are you looking it up now? Yeah, look it up on Instagram. It's called Land of Bogs, Boggs. And the animation is so funny. And there is one of them which is, like I said, I've created the perfect being. It's the ambivert. Yeah, so one character is known to be an introvert. The other character is known to be an extrovert. So they combined them together. And it was hilarious. And I don't know how I find some of these wacky kinds of animations, but there's a couple that I follow. The other one that's funny is the Good Advice Cupcake. If you want another funny one, is this Cupcake, also known as Cuppy, is one of those characters that goes around and gives you advice on different things, but she has her sidekicks. Like one of them's a cinnamon roll and a donut, and I think a bagel, some others. So, okay, let me make sure I do this right. Okay. Like I said, we're getting close to being done. All right, I think we have two more. We have two more to do. Or maybe three. How many of these do we have? I have two of these. But I have three of these. Okay, how is that possible? Oh, nope, I got three. Okay, phew. Introvert, extrovert is a scale. Yes, it is. That is so true. Ambivert is right in the middle. Oh, okay. You're always a mix of the two. Oh. Me or just everybody? Everybody is a mix of the two. There are some extremes, I think, of both sides. And you can probably name a few streamers who are extreme extroverts. Really like doing what they're doing. Okay. Everybody. Yep, that's what I thought you meant. Everybody is an ambivert. Okay, let's see. This actually isn't too bad, having this little tray here. Keeps everything together. right, almost done. Yeah, I think just like with most models, there's always the fun part and the tedious part. You get a little bit of both. Okay. I do like this technique though. I will definitely use this for another mock that I'll be doing someday. Okay. I think we're down to the last few. And I'm glad I did subdivide these using the these seaweed trays. Helps a lot keeping these together. Brackets. Oops. Yeah. And like I said, I was confused why he would be covering this up, but apparently there are 3 options. So now I know. Okay. Somehow, is it possible that we have extra pieces? Well, like I said, I'm not going to speak too soon. It's like, all right, here we go. Okay. All right. One more little latch. It took me a long time to figure this set out. Oh, figure out that you are more on the introvert scale. Yeah, you know, I go, like this whole thing with the pandemic, I've always thought I was an extrovert. You know, because if you see me in person, I'm pretty sociable, talk with people. But with the pandemic, I was on a call with somebody, and they said, "Oh, we thought you were an introvert." It's like, really? You haven't met me in person, clearly. But with the pandemic, you know, maybe I am. So we have 3 extra pieces in this set. 1 bracket and 1 set of those click hinges. Okay, so let's see how this is going to connect. Combine all 16 frames, and then we are going to connect this. All right, it says to connect this way, upside down. And I guess we just pick one. And I think you're supposed to have 1, 2, 3 in between. Okay. I think Joel said he had this set. Maybe. Do you have this set, Joel, if you're still here? Okay. Did I connect this? No. Okay, that's clutching. That's clutching. This is clutching. We're gonna angle these. Oops. No, it's not quite clutching. I think part of it too is, in addition to the side clutch, you also need to push down on it. Yeah, that's what I was missing. So let's try that. Okay, got those 2. And okay, that's looking pretty good. And is it clutching enough? Those 3 are, but this one isn't. There we go. I needed that bracket. Okay, moment of truth. Let me turn it around. Okay. All right, here we go. And how do I hold it? I guess I hold it like this. Okay, so that is, okay, so now it looks like, I'm wondering if we could do a simple animation with studs on here, because we have 16 panels. I'm just trying to think if we have this going back and forth. Okay, let's try something. I have this bag of black studs. So I'm just thinking about, I don't know if it's just as easy as just putting like one stud at the top here and then moving it down. I mean, this is really rudimentary, right? I'm not doing anything fancy here, folks. That's for people like on Boone's channel. Oops, did I already mess this up? No, no, that's okay. All right, so if it's 16 frames per second, we've got 6 frames now. All right, let's see. This will be 8 if we go all the way. Oops. How do I do this? I want to do this, I think, down 1. Let's try that. I'm not sure if I'm doing this right. Maybe I actually have to go over. So I'm going to just build kind of a loop. You just watched The Good Advice Cupcake? You're addicted to it now? See what you learn on the Brickanista Broadcast Network? You never know what you're going to find out. Yeah, I do think that it's really, really hilarious animation. So if you're into that, you might enjoy it. Okay, I think, did I do this? Okay, yeah, I think I come back this way. I may not be doing this right, but I'm going to try this out. I think I have 3 more, right? Yeah, I think I'm maybe doing this wrong, but we'll see how it turns out. I feel like I'm missing one. Yeah, I think I was supposed to repeat the one down here. Oh well, that's okay. That's okay. We'll just repeat it here. See if this works. Yeah, the Good Advice Cupcake is hilarious. And then check out Land of Bogs. Land of Bogs is funny too. All right, let's see if did I do this right? Let's see. Get this frame. I think I just made a line. It goes around. I think I'm going to need to study up on how to actually work that animation. I think what I was trying to go for is like a bouncing ball. It goes up and down and up and down. But I think maybe because it spins at 16 frames per second, that I think I may have to just do something really simple. But clearly I don't have I don't have these in the right place. And I just did simple studs, but I don't know, it might, I don't know, that doesn't quite seem right. I'll have to look into it some more. Sorry you're late. Oh, hey, Steffi. No worries. I'm actually thinking I may be stopping this because also I think my dog might be sick, so I just want to check on her. She was chewing up the carpet, and I'm not sure why. So that's why I want to check on her. But anyway, so we've done this model, and then according to the instructions, the other way to do this is that you can take off these 6x6 ones. And so you have classic drawings. So you take those 6x8 plates off, and then you insert the drawn or printed animation frames in the 1x6x5s. And then studs up, remove the 6x8 plates and the trans clear panels, and then move the 2x2 white plates down to create platforms. Oh, okay. Okay, so in other words, you turn it inside out. Okay. All right, and then I guess, let's see, is that the end? Okay, that's the end. So lots of different options, but I will look into this for tomorrow. And here's the parts list. And what we were talking about too, I should film through the gap between the panels. I should film through the gap. Okay, so you're saying I should like pick a gap right here, like maybe zoom in. Should I try that? Let me try that. You're the filmographer, so you're saying like right here, I'm guessing. Would turmeric work? I don't know exactly your dog's situation. She was walking around and chewing parts of the carpet and hacking, and I don't know if what kind of reaction that is, what she's trying to do. Let's see. So let's try. Yeah, that's not really, it's just a blur, but you can kind of see that one stud is moving up and down. That's, I guess that's kind of not too bad. Yeah, I need to work on this. Yeah, so I just want to check on her, make sure nothing serious is going on. She might have been just doing it for attention. So that's why I'm going to go check on her and make sure she's okay. So anyway, short stream today, about an hour and a half. No film from the other side. Oh, film from the other side. You mean like this? Film it this way? Through the gap? Is that what you mean, hooded one? Let's see. I think usually they eat at plants, but if there are none, they find something. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know if she's still hungry. I've been feeding her twice a day. And I wonder if her appetite is bigger now, and I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying, hooded one. So you film it from this side, but it's just one dot, so you can't really see the dot moving. But I'll figure it out. I'll send a note to Davin, just saying, do you have any examples of what I could do? Because I think, from this side, you can see the dot moving up and down. But when it's in the Zoetrope, that's the way, like this? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't really... yeah, I'm gonna have to do some experimentation between now and tomorrow. Okay, well, good. Thanks a bunch for all your viewers checking into this, and I will definitely. Oops, sorry, I should have moved this transitioned over. How are you? I'm still learning about this new setup. Is that last time the camera was like right here, so then it was blocking my view. But anyway, let's go see who might be there that we can raid. So let's see who's out there. Okay, what's going on? Raid channel. Okay, so Panfred is still streaming. He's got 55 people over there. So why don't we go raid him? He's a lot of fun. And I am going to say thanks again, everybody. I really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with me. And we're going to go raid Pan Fred. And appreciate everybody's support. And I hope my dog's okay. Because like I said, I've only had her for a month. So I want to make sure that everything's going to work out. But anyway, thanks again. And as they say on the Brickanista Broadcast Network, may the clutch be with you. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Thanks for the show tonight. Oh, okay, you're welcome. Yeah, and I'm glad you liked the Good Advice Cupcake. So have a good evening, Prayer Warrior, Hooded One, Steffi, Max, everybody who is here. So take care, and we'll see you. Take care. Bye. You all right? I'm sure you're pregnant. Not bad.
So with that kind of job, you know, it's only very small, so I know I'm somebody I like to stay a little bit longer, but because I'm not going to earn money tomorrow, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up today. So for those of you guys who are unaware of the stars here, I see like Tuesday, Thursday, 7:30 p.m. West Coast time, 6 o'clock on Sunday. So the next time you see is Tuesday. You got to follow all the fun, Disney stuff tomorrow. You can definitely follow us on the Instagram story. So follow me on, and of course, with the rest of the social media that. If you got any kind of a Discord, you're more than welcome to get that out there and be part of the Discord, join and actually managers and post all the pictures of your bills, the reasons that you're looking forward to, anything like that, because, I mean, all too much for anything, you can do that stuff every day. And then, lastly, you all raise messages for the homie needed star as we prepare to go ahead and raise our orders to the needed star. He is currently working on the and finishing the sample visit stuff. So I'm really excited to see ready for review with that. So with that, keep this very important to buy with me 100%. You're not talking to your name, you're ready to that that you can that was a feeling. I'm glad to hear that you went through this in this glad to hear that. I'm happy to the also try to say yes. Now this is so much having that. Thank you for that. And again, thank you for the raise with this star. Really appreciate that. I know that you took a little bit of that. I feel good. I'm gonna try it. All the way over to the local screen. So for those of you guys that coming in from the Brickanista road, that's really cool. So more logos as we raise on over to our friend Needed Star. And we just got the exact show on the Food Network. Like that one. So the pivot right on over to Needed Stars and working on a center music stuff. Very close to you guys. I love you so much. I'm so glad you're here. And I love you. I hope you're doing well. It's always good to see your name pop up in the chat. It always makes me really, really happy to see your name pop up. If you're not doing multi subscribes, you might have like having fantastic luck to see you in chat as well. And I will see you guys on Tuesday. And if you guys again want to keep up with our Tuesday on time tomorrow, it will be all over Instagram stories. So have fun with that. Chinese show, no really especially. Good night, everybody. I will see you guys on Tuesday. And you can email out time to have that.
Are you okay now? Are you just wanting some attention? Is that why you were chewing the carpet? I don't like you chewing the carpet. That's not good. You should chew your toy. See what you can do is chewing your toy. Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to sneeze. Just sneeze away from the microphone. Is this? Hi, Rainer. Hello. You came in on Star Sneezing. Hello, Raiders. Hello. We are hams today. Thank you, G-Dog, for following. Thank you, Brickanista, for following. Oh, I bring a waffle. Hey. Oh, man, waffle. I want a waffle. Fred was building
You're smiling.
the loft set from the new Queer Eye on Netflix. Oh, which we have not watched.
I'm glad you're okay.
Also,
I was worried about you.
I'm Needed Star. This is my wife, Starfold. You are. We do not have a face matter. We do not have a face cam today because the face cam is like right on the Lego today. This is my face.
You look like
This is her face.
amazing.
Here you go. That's what she looks like.
It's just the way you can tell me that you love me, huh? You were smiling earlier. You were smiling.
Future, I guess. This is what I look like.
Yeah, where's like a dreamable pearl music. You crazy Creeber for you.
She was fun.
I
Finish
almost
that
said
quiz.
friendship stone, but that's my child.
We'll finish on Tuesday. You're gonna finish the whole thing on Tuesday. Well, I guess if you 2 4 hours, probably enough. Yeah, our minifigs are gonna go in here. This is the family it comes with. We haven't decided what we're gonna do with them yet, but we're gonna evict them.
They look like one big happy family for now,
We're gonna evict them.
but they probably won't stay.
And our minifigs are gonna go in there.
They might hang up in the chimney.
We might just. Well, the chimney is a fun ride. Though. Like,
Yeah, like further them all. There you go. Well, that's like the kid. Oh.
It's like a slide. She likes it. Pick one.
She does look like she's having fun. Oh, my killer.
We might put their heads in the attic. It's true.
It's true.
It's true. We might have to. That's it on the stickers because we're not putting the portrait of the family up because this is our house. So instead I put a pirate ship wheel up instead. Even though I'm not big into the pirate culture. Alright.
Well, you did all this, right? Like you.
Yes.
So now we're moving on to whatever this is.
Yeah, the dining table.
How are you?
Mm-hmm.
It does look like it's new.
Let me get you here. Okay. Here you go. It's going to be that way.
Thank you, darling.
Here's your round and bobs.
Round in the bog. Technical term. What about the technical term? Round in the bog, thing in the jig.
Gotta take out the cups, so gotta work. Thanks for the stream, looking forward to. Thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you so much for the lady again. What a wonderful walk. Put that in the peppers.
Oh, these are here.
I got this. Okay. You don't mind.
By the way, I owe 12 bricks on the Coliseum.
Oh.
Yeah, which I will pull out the Coliseum. Yeah, because all these follows. I'll pull out the Coliseum.
Are you officially on box?
We're on box 2 of the Coliseum. No way! No way! No worries.
No worries.
I did not get the sleigh. Thank you for following.
That's 13 pieces.
No, this is the one Christmas set I want to put out. We're not big with the Christmas decorations.
Probably because very amazing.
Do we need to take you for a little walk? Oh. You're actually smiling.
One of our cats climbed the tree and broke it in half. And the other one was eating the plastic tree. And we were like, we can never have a tree again. And we haven't. It's been 15 years. We have not had a tree. It was like our first tree together. We were like moving into our first apartment.
It was a beautiful moment and our cats just enjoyed it all.
First time I've seen you smile like that. Look at that.
I love those Lego coffee mugs.
Wow.
We have so many of them. Between like Central Perk and I have another cafe set upstairs.
I also just got the free GWP coffee cart.
Mute that shit.
Is that it? Is that the whole table? I almost bought.
Okay. You are so cute. You look like a happy girl. Are you a happy girl? Yes, you are. Yes. First time I've seen you smile like that. And you're super happy. That's good. I was worried about you. Smile. It's a smile. It's a smile. Hey, you're a happy girl. Yeah, you look happy now. Yeah. Good girl. Happy girl. I'm glad. I was worried about you. You wanna come up? You wanna come up again? You wanna come up? Oh, Sarah. Que sera? Que sera? Que sera, sera? Whatever will be, will be. Yes. There we go. Oh. Yes. You're a happy girl. I'm so glad. I'm just so glad you're happy now. Mm-hmm. You were chewing the carpet. I was really worried about you. I thought you like choked on something. You see how worried I got? Or maybe you're smiling because whatever was stuck in your throat is gone. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Yeah. Hello. Hello. Maybe they just want people who make sense. They don't care about people who mock, do they? Mm-hmm. I was so worried about you. chewing up the carpet. Don't want you chewing up the carpet. Dog is okay. A Zamboni hovercraft. Yeah, I definitely need to make some room. Make some room. You're like a little doll. Very, very sweet. Very, very sweet little girl. The hand of the clipper nails. Drum on your nails. Oh, that's what I gotta do. I have to do my 13 and 14 piece belts. And I gotta work on that. But I was worried about you, girl. You worried me. You had me worried. I thought you were choking on something. You're chewing up the carpet. You can't chew up the carpet, okay? Don't do that. You make me scared. No carpet chewing, okay? You be a good girl? You gonna be good? You gonna be good from now on? Okay, let me clean this up. Work on my 13 and 14 piece bits. Okay, educate. We need to educate people. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish my 13 and 14 piece build, and then if you want to, we can go to Edmonds and go for a walk. You want to do that? Oh. I'm glad you're happy now. It's taken me a little bit, but I think you're happy. To oh boy, you had me worried. I was very worried.